What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Lockdown Career Mode. It's episode number 91, and today we are returning with the penultimate episode of Season 5 as we play our final 3 Premier League games on the verge of our first ever title. We've got Brighton and Hove Albion at home to begin with, then on Wednesday night the big one, the potential title decider at home to Liverpool, where the winner will surely be crowned champions, and on the final day it's Aston Villa away at Villa Park. Just to let you guys know, Liverpool's final 3 fixtures, they're 2 points behind us in the table right now on the back of our defeat at the Etihad Stadium. They've got Crystal Palace at the same time as us on the 4th of May. That's a banker, because as we know, Crystal Palace haven't won a single game all season long and only have 4 points. Welcome to FIFA 20 Career Mode. Then their final day fixture is away against West Brom at the Hawthorns, where the Baggies might need a win to survive, but at that point they might also be mathematically relegated as well. So you expect them to win both of those games, and that's why I think the midweek clash will be the title decider. So first of the 3, let's jump into it. We've got Brighton Hove Albion at home. They've got nothing to play for, but on the back of back-to-back defeats against Man City and Atletico Madrid, I've got to say, whilst destiny is in our own hands, I'm feeling incredibly nervous. Let's get back to winning ways and keep Liverpool at bay. First of the final 3, it's Brighton at home. You know, the scenario which would lead the title being decided on goal difference again would mean we would draw one of this game or the Aston Villa game and then lose to Liverpool in midweek. I don't think that's going to happen, so I think the title will be decided on points this time around. And an early start here would settle a lot of nerves. Leao denied by Walton. Still 0-0, 6 minutes in, and again with back-to-back defeats, there are some nerves around the City ground as White wins it back, and Marco is also denied. Come on! Leao through to Saka, starting on the left wing today, and Walton with his 3rd big save in 15 minutes. Still 0-0. This might just be one of those games where the goalkeeper is absolutely unbeatable. Still goalless here, and we're getting the chances but not taking them. Marco, Leao. Oh, yes! But there is the goal, and Raphael has got Divock to thank. 31 goals each now in their duel for the Golden Boot, but Walton, who's been in fine form, how do you beat a goalkeeper like that? Put him off, get in his way, and that's what Divock did. If this was real life, that goal's disallowed for offensive interference. Instead, it continues, and it's a goal. It's 1-0. Ferguson to Origi, Leao. Yes, takes the lead in the race for the Golden Boot. Forest 2-0 up, but whoever wins it, they don't really mind who it is. We just want the title, 2-0. Now the real question is, what point do I take off Divock and Raphael, who will both of course start on Wednesday night, despite Watkins being in amazing form since returning. The bros will of course grace the field together against Liverpool. At what point do I take them off? Well, as Aaron Moy fired it just wide. If Brighton get back in the game, not for a while. So second half begins, and Liverpool are doing their job at Anfield, 2-0 up against rock bottom Crystal Palace. No surprises there. So that does mean the winner of Wednesday night's clash is going to win the title. I've taken off Leao, Origi, and also Bell at the break as well, just because they can be fully fit for the game on Wednesday night. I think we might just play for possession now, conserve energy with that game in midweek in mind, because again, winner wins the title. And for the longest time, I thought the title was going to be decided on goal difference, but I knew no matter what would happen, it will come down to the final or final 2 games of the season. That has been the case. You can see it there in the top left. The nerves, man, the nerves. Because this will only be 1 win in 3 games. And you've seen as well, recently in the Premier League, we have not been at our best by a long shot. So to get a big thumping victory like this is exactly what we need. And to be fair to Brennan Johnson this season, we don't see him much these days. But when he's played this season, he's played really well. 3-0. White to Watkins into Marco. And Johnson, again, is onto it. Lovely first touch and a clinical finish as well. Brennan Johnson wanting some minutes towards the end of the season when he's taken advantage today. What a fantastic goal. Well, it's unlikely the title is going to be decided on goal difference now, but if nothing else, a big confidence-boosting victory today ensures the gap will remain at 2 points heading in to that Wednesday night clash. The scarves are raised. The fans know if we win here at the City Ground against Liverpool in midweek, we will win our first Premier League title. 4-0 the final score, back to winning ways with a dominant display, but it's all about Wednesday night. Forest versus Liverpool, winner takes all. Talk about being clinical tonight as well. 7 shots, every single one hit the target and 4 found the back of the net. Man of the match to Leao, who scored 2 of our 4 in the first half, and now he's taken the lead in the race for the Golden Boot with 32, 1 clear of his bro Divock Origi as well. So this is it then, it is winner takes all. The penultimate game of the Premier League season at the City Ground as we play host to Liverpool, where despite having 100 points on the board with 2 games to spare, we're still not crowned champions. Such has been the form of the Reds. They've pushed us every step of the way, and if they win tonight, they'll be 1 win away on the final day from being crowned champions. But if we win tonight, then mathematically we secure it with a game to spare. A draw and the table remains the same. This is it. It's winner wins the Premier League title. Forest versus Liverpool at the City Ground. Come on! The nerves right now, you have absolutely no idea. If we choke this away, I'm going to be absolutely gutted. Because we'll never get a better chance, man. Due to the AI form in FIFA career mode, we'll never get a better chance than this. It's all or nothing, I think. Not just for the title this season, but in the entire series. And I love these games as well in the summer where, because it's the evening, the game is played in a sort of an evening dusky kind of light. And I've said this before, I really wish in the future EA could add dynamic weather into their game. Because how cool would it be? It starts off quite light and bright. This belly's denied by Alisson early. Good to set our intentions out right from the first minute. And then it sort of fades into night time towards the end of the game at around 10 PM. That would be so cool as Declan Rice loses out to Harvey Elliott. But Upamecano wins it back. Come on, Forest. Harvey Elliott for Liverpool through to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Their first chance falling from a cross, which Firmino nods just wide of the post. Again, we don't need to win tonight. Whilst it will mathematically secure the title, a draw will keep us 2 points clear with a game to spare. Still 0-0 though, and I don't think it's going to finish the draw. I think someone wins this tonight. Chilwell to Bamba. Jonathan dinks it to him, and Chilwell is away from Trent. Battle of the speedy fullbacks here as Chilwell has lost it. That's a picture-perfect tackle. Oh, poor pass there. Leao. Ageria. Yes! Rafael Leao fires Forest in front. 2 goals clear in the Golden Boot race, but most importantly, Forest have the lead. Trent Alexander-Arnold made a brilliant tackle but gave it straight away. Quick little 1-2 between Orvi and Rafael. I love the off-the-ball movement there from our number 10 as he drills it past Alisson under pressure from Virgil van Dijk and fires us in front at the City Ground. A win tonight and we're champions. We're 1-0 up, but there's a long way to go. And in the process, Rafael has just broken the record for most goals in a Premier League campaign in this universe as well. We know Ivan Toney's the real record breaker with 40, but not in this universe, of course. Regardless, Liverpool are behind early. Leao has the record, but most importantly, with 65 minutes to go, we need to see this game out and be tight defensively because the Reds are going to come at us all game long. They'll be in desperation mode. We've got to defend like our lives depend on it. Harvey Elliott down the right, whips one in. Matty, you got to win that. He doesn't, and Sadio Mane heads it in. 3rd highest scorer in the Premier League. He won't make a run for the Golden Boot, but he's keeping Liverpool's title dreams alive. 1-1. Big goal. Really, really big goal. You felt they needed an equaliser before the break, and they've got it. Harvey Elliott whips it in, and not for the first time in recent weeks, Matty Cash allows a winger to get goal side and nod it home. That happened at the Etihad. It was Raheem Sterling that won that aerial duel. Matty clearly not doing his job at marking up, staying tight and heading balls away. 1-1, back all square. He's always the unsung hero of his team, Matty Cash, but I will be honest here, he's better when going forward than he is at the back as Leao finds Divock, who's beaten Van Dijk all ends up. Yano! Should have been the goal to get back in front against his former team, and he sliced it with the left. He hasn't scored many of late. He should have scored there. What an intense first half this has been. Oh, what a tackle by Benjamin Pavard to close the first half out. 2 golden chances to restore the lead. I fluffed my lines with both. 1-1, 45 minutes. I think someone's going to win this, and whoever does win it wins the title. Trent over the top, Harvey Elliott onto it. Aguirre playing catch-up. Dinked to the back stick. Matty does well this time to head it away. And Bell keeps the ball in play as well. My goodness gracious me. They're trying to exploit Matty at right back now. As we're still tied at 1-1. Man, this is so nervy, man. So tense right now. Double change. Aguirre making way, as is Divock, who struggled recently as the former Liverpool boys come off for Tyler Adams and Ollie Watkins. There is 15 minutes to go. And after an amazing first half, there's been very little going on in the second. That's an awkward one. Robinson does just about enough. And Jay gets it away. We're clinging on now for the point. We're just trying to hold on for the draw. The young goalkeeper's been a little bit shaky recently. We know that. Can he handle the nerves and the pressure as we try and see out our first title? Bell. Declan. Cash. Matty. Cash. Nottingham Forest have won the Premier League. Matty Cash goes all the way, drills it past Alisson and wins it. Forest retake the lead, hold on to it, and the title is won. It was the run of Ollie Watkins that meant Van Dijk couldn't come across and cover Matty Cash, otherwise Watkins would have been left alone. And as that ball goes out of play, we're counting down the seconds. The fans know it. We're on the verge. The Premier League title is going to be won with a game to spare. What a thriller at the City Ground. What a thrilling season. You gotta tip your hat to Liverpool for pushing us all the way. But we have done it. Premier League winners. A season unlike any other in the Premier League. Nottingham Forest crowned champions, and what a way to clinch it against our biggest title rivals at the City Ground with a game to spare in our final home game of the year. Just so fitting that Matty Cash, one of the Season 1 OGs that's been here since episode 1, was the guy that won it for us after what you could call poor marking in the first half allowed Sadio Mane to fire in the leveller. So 2 on the final score, absolutely buzzing. Liverpool though, I mean, you've got to give them credit, man. Seriously, it was such a tense and nervy game, and they pushed us every step of the way in this Premier League win. And I'm so buzzing we managed to come through. Everyone can share the champagne, everyone gets a winner's medal, but Matty Cash is the guy that we say a big thank you to for the game winner. So often the unsung hero, but tonight his name will be sang all around the streets of Nottingham. Nottingham Forest have done it. A game to spare, and we are Premier League champions for the first time ever in what has been my best ever Premier League season for a points total, even with a game remaining. Never had 103 before. Remarkable. And so, as we head into the final game of the Premier League season, nothing to be decided for us on the final day. It's a day of celebration as we'll field a few players who will probably be saying goodbye to in the summer transfer window. The only things to be decided in the Premier League, who finished in the top four, either Chelsea or Manchester United. Frank Lampard's side are 2 points clear of Solskjaer's side right now. And who goes down between Sheffield United and Burnley, both on 20 points. Blades have a slightly better goal difference record. Final game of the season, title secure. A day to celebrate. Come on, Nottingham Forest. Marco to Divock. And, Origi learning from Tony and smacking it off target. Well, he could really use a goal on the final day. Hasn't scored many in recent weeks. He has 31 goals. Leao has 33. I think Raphael is going to claim the Golden Boot. But ahead of the Barcelona Champions League final, I need both strikers in rhythm and scoring. As Leao has his shot blocked and wins it back. And it's blocked again. And his shot is blocked. Origi's shot, that is. And Villa all clear. 3 blocks in quick succession. So honestly, at this point, I'm not against starting Ollie Watkins in the Champions League final. He scored against Atletico. He scored against Milan. And lately, he's got more goals than Divock Origi. Oh, and he almost got our first as well. Fabulous dribbling. Great save by Jed Steer. And yeah, Divock needs a goal, man. Otherwise, our number 9 will start alongside Leao in the final. Henderson to Marco into Raphael. And he'll find Divock. Yes, gets him with the flags up for offside. And oh man, Divock needed that as well. Hasn't scored many recently, but it is the correct decision. Divock denied his 32nd goal of the Premier League season. And the wait to end his drought goes on. So the second half begins. Still deadlocks at 0-0 in what should be a banker for us, really. Even though we've won the title, pretty disappointed by this. As Watkins finds Morgan. And the left back attacks down this flank. He's got Watkins with him. Where's Divock? Yes! He was onside and this one counts. This one is his. Divock with the goal. Go and celebrate with him, lads. Come on, he needed that. Morgan to Ollie, into Raphael, and you just love to see that. Raphael Leao, 2 goals clear of Divock, but it says, you know what? Forget about the Golden Boot. This guy's my brother. He's low on confidence and he needs a goal. Put your pride aside and support your bro. 1-0 Forest. Divock finally breaks his drought. We have the lead. It's goal number 32. Go on, Ollie. Win that, son. Win that. There we go. And now through to Leao. And I'll try and send him down the flank if I can. Ollie Watkins. I'd love to see him get a goal on the final day. He's got Marco with him. And there is Jordan Henderson. Can you believe it? The former Liverpool man with the title in the bag has just made it 2-0 with his first goal for the club. Things you love to see. Bale to Divock. Needs one more goal to draw level with Leao. Ferguson finds Henderson. And there is Raphael. Oh, great touch. And that'll do it. It's Raphael's Golden Boot, but Divock, come over and celebrate, because while Raphael will claim the award, he couldn't have done it without his bro. It's got to be the best bromance up top I've ever had. Raphael, Leao and Divock Origi for the 2nd straight season. Absolutely in sync, on fire and unstoppable. 34 for our number 10. That will do it. He will win the Golden Boot. Nottingham Forest win the title, and we wrap up the season in style at Villa Park. Oh no, that is so frustrating. Well, we have won, but the clean sheet and Bryce's probable final game for the club means he won't keep one. And it was his error as well. Why did he come for that? I didn't call for him. I said before, I never call for the goalkeeper to come out from set-piece situations. But Bryce comes out, gets caught in no man's land. A clean sheet gone on the final day in the final few seconds. What a shame, but it's not going to dampen our mood. 3-1 the final score. Nottingham Forest were already crowned champions. 106 points in the end. A record-breaking historic season. And what a brilliant way to end the season as well. It was all about our offense this season, from the first game to the last. We were just unstoppable. And this man, a worthy winner for the Golden Boot, if I ever saw one. Raphael Leao came from behind to snatch it from his strike bro Divock. 34 goals, a record in this universe. Raphael, absolutely world class. So with the season officially over, this is how the Premier League table finished. Nottingham Forest set a new record for most wins and most points in a single season, with 35 in in 38 and 106 points on the board. We also equalled the most amount of goals scored in Premier League history with 106, and Liverpool, to be fair to them, most points by a runner-up with 101, and equalled Chelsea's defensive record set all those years ago under Mourinho as well. Fair play to Liverpool, man, pushed us every step of the way, but we just about managed to cling on. Man City and Chelsea wrap up the top four, with Manchester United missing out by 2 points. Arsenal and West Ham will join the Red Devils in the Europa League, and as for the bottom three, Burnley, West Brom and Crystal Palace with a record low 0 wins and only 4 points on the board are down to the Championship. EA, for goodness sake, fix courier mode. As for the Golden Boot, it was indeed won by Rafael Leao. 34 goals in 38 games for our number 10, setting a new record for most goals in a single season by an individual player in this universe. And of course his strike bro, Divock Origi, with 32 in 38. My goodness gracious me, I guarantee you this, if those two weren't a partnership, they wouldn't even get half of those goals. They are just perfect for one another. So what a brilliant season for both those players. Aguero made it into the top 25 with 12 this season as well. He was really good. And look at the top assist charts as well. Origi and Leao with 20 each, and Aguero with 18 as well. Bamba had 11. Declan Rice had 8 as well. Bell got 6 too this season. We really spread the wealth. And Alisson won the Golden Glove with 28 clean sheets in 38 games as well. Robinson's season was amazing, but Alisson this year was unreal. And as we take one final look at the team of the season to wrap the episode off, I'm quite surprised about this. Whilst we do have a few Nottingham Forest representatives, I thought we'd have more. Alisson, Larouci, Watson, Van Dijk and Cash with a goalkeeper and back four. The midfield was Mane, Fernandes, De Bruyne and Golovin, but the strike duo of Leao and Origi also made it on there too. I personally feel as though we probably should have seen Ovie Ejaria in there, but never mind. And that will end today's episode of the Lockdown Career Mode as well, guys, so a massive thank you for watching the penultimate episode of Season 5. If you did enjoy the thrilling episode as we win our first ever Premier League title, then please do drop a like. Much love to you all, and I'll see you for the season finale as we go for a treble as we face Barcelona in our first ever Champions League final very soon.